There we go. Can you publish your small business book on YouTube with an optimized landing page? And the short answer to that question is yes. Yes, you can. And I'm going to show you in a moment exactly how I am publishing my, in this case, a next edition from my original book, How to Answer These 749 Questions About Your Small Business. Excuse me. Some time ago, I was just kind of thinking about all the things that we do and all the available technologies and how we're going to use those technologies to create a more valuable community, a place where you want to spend time. You want to spend time in that community because you have a business idea that you are expanding, or you have an existing business idea, an existing business, and you want to add additional cash flow to that business. As we were building the community, I found that in order to keep the most relevant content that I possibly could, YouTube was going to be the technology platform on which I was going to operate and use it and use it as many different ways as I could in the community. Now we have over 135 YouTube videos. They're range in length from 3 minutes to, I think, the longest one I've done is 17 minutes. But they all take a single issue, a single question, if you will, and they use the relevancy of the time, the ability to update content in the next 5 minutes. And as I thought about this, it was kind of fascinating what was happening. When I published my book 4 years ago, it was one of the most interesting things that I ever did, because I totally focused for 100 days on organizing the book, creating the book, writing it, and actually manufacturing it. I took that responsibility on myself to manufacture my book because I had been a publisher 40 years ago, and I was just going to be doing a different kind of publishing. So I did the same thing that I did, and that was I found a printer who understood what it was that I was trying to accomplish and would work with me as a true partner to help me accomplish that business objective. I actually made a great choice. A gentleman who, his name is Jack Russett. Jack, just about 4 years earlier, had just preceded me to be on the governor of the state of Ohio at that time, their Small Business Advisory Council. There were about 22 folks from around the state of Ohio. I was honored to be one of the 5 or 6 from southwestern Ohio who served on the governor's committee. Jack was from the Columbus area, actually Zanesville, Ohio, 60 miles east of Columbus, and we got to know each other very well because we were the new members of the team. When I made the decision about 3 years after I met Jack to publish my own book, do the manufacturing, I went to him and we sat down and created a very, very novel way to produce this particular kind of book. The challenges we had as a book, it's larger in size. It's 8.5 by 11, and here's your standard size book, something in this area. That actually presented a hindrance to me. I went to Sam's Club to try to get them to sell my book, market my book inside their stores. And they loved the book, but they said we cannot handle it because it's an oversized book with a spiral binding to it, and it will not sit in our warehouses and then be then be able to be displayed like we typically display books. That was a challenge, but one I really wasn't willing to pursue at that time. And that's fine. It was the important thing was they realized the value of the content of the book. It was specifically designed that way, to be a workbook, so that you, as the small business owner, somebody starting a business, could find the 749 questions that were most important to you and focus on those questions, and then take notes about those questions, who you need to talk to get answers to those questions to put together a viable business concept. The biggest negative thing, the only negative thing I really heard about my book was that I did not give answers to the questions. And I said, well, it was not designed for me to give answers to the questions, but the folks are saying, we want the answers. So I listened to that, and as time went on, I said, well, how could I best provide answers to the questions? It became obvious to me that the best way to then produce because a lot has happened. The questions that I asked in the book 4 years ago, you will always be able to ask those questions because they're pertinent to any business. Where the different, where this book becomes dated and dated very quickly is in the relevancy of the information and the content. This will never go away. These questions will never go away. However, what about what's happening now? So that's why we decided to take the route of YouTube, create video answers to the questions, and then create an expanded playlist. So my book, the next edition, is actually being built on as my YouTube playlist. Those are questions that I would ask and questions that should be asked with the answers given. Then to create create further efficiencies and maximize that value, every YouTube becomes a page, a new community landing page somewhere in the community, and that has power to it. I was reading an article this morning in a magazine that I've been reading for years, actually since it began. It's called CRM, Customer Relationship Management Magazine, and they were talking about the power of video. They were saying in their cover story that how to make your digital content pop. Online videos are drawing more eyeballs than ever before. Here's what marketers need to know. Obviously, that would get my attention. And they had a page, a chart on page 23. Actually, I should tell you who this article is written by. Judith Aquino, Customer Relationship Management Magazine, April 2012. And the article begins on page 19. I'm quoting you from page 23. Judith said, actually, it wasn't Judith who said this. Oh, love! Inside that story, a gentleman by the name of Shane Lovelet, a product manager at TechSmith, video software provider. Here's why he uses YouTube and advises others. And listen to this, and you'll see how appropriate it is to the community. Informational videos do the best at getting ranked higher by Google search. We take the video that we create. We're very, very precise how we develop the title, the description, and the keywords. All of those things tie directly back to our landing page, our community landing page, wherever that video lands. It is the words in our YouTube description and title are the same as they are on our landing page, and so it's an easy connect between the two, and because it is, that represents more value in a Google search because they see those words linked back and forth to one another. That's a strong point, a strong point in your favor, a point or two in your favor in terms of Google search. And so we're accomplishing everything that we need to do. And we'll share with you another hint on how to get more of Google's attention. By the way, it's extremely significant that Google owns YouTube because now they are very clearly, I've had discussions, my account manager at Google AdWords, Amber, she was telling me exactly what I need to do in terms of video, in terms of YouTube, in terms of bringing traffic to the front door of our community. Conceptually, I have to create the content, the keywords that bring folks to the community. And that's very simple. It's very simple. Those keywords are the small business key search words that are important to the community. So we try to carry those words all the way through our YouTubes. They land on a page, a community landing page via a media player. All of it ties together. And then what do we do at the end? Once we've created a video at YouTube and then embedded it on our website, our landing page, not website, but landing page, embedded on the landing page, tie the two together. We then tell Google Plus what it is that we've done. And so our circle then becomes very complete. Book. Yes, I'm asking the questions that I would ask in printed form, but I'm giving a video response to those questions. And so far, there's been close to 700 views of those. People of actually 700 different people, or 700 different views. I don't know that they were necessarily different people. 700 different views of people reading my information, and the book isn't even published yet. And how much money have I spent to get to where we are, to get people reading, get people responding, get people reacting? The only resource that I've expended is time. I haven't actually, at this point, taken any money out of my pocket. It's just the time that I've spent to create the videos and do the different things that we do with the videos. Just to put it in perspective for you, in order for me to publish this book, and thank goodness it only took 100 days, I invested $10,000 to get the original run of books printed. After that, the deal changed, but I was willing to invest $10,000 originally to get the book printed. You heard me say $10,000. I've invested $0 out of my pocket to do the things on YouTube and a community landing page that we're doing today. You can do that too. It's a very simple process. It's a very efficient process because it all you're paying for is bandwidth, essentially bandwidth to your landing page, and we provide the keyword search to find you in our community. That's what a landing page is all about, and it's an optimized landing page. Optimized because we use video to update the content every day. Optimized because keywords are used every day, throughout the day, in the various search engines is where they're placed to drive traffic to your community landing page. The simple answer to the question is, can you publish using your small business information? It can be any information, but in our community, we're interested about small business information. Maybe you could twist our arms a little bit to share with us a theme, and always keep in mind that you then, in your landing page, if your landing page generates cash flow to you, and it should generate cash flow to you. If it isn't, message Small Biz David. I'll go take a look at your landing page to see what you could do to make it generate cash flow for you, because that's the idea, that's the concept. If it isn't generating cash flow or leads, it could actually generate leads. That's a legitimate use. We like to demonstrate how to generate cash flow because that's what makes my business run. That's what will make your business run.